Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey guys, hang on. Let me back up that light. That is horrible lighting. Um, yeah, still horrible. What the hell? How about that? Okay. So, welcome to another edition of Late Night Rambling with Heretic. I'm going to apologize in advance. I've got to keep kind of my voice down. So, if you're interested, if you're watching this video, just turn the sound up. Now, just showing you my latest project, which is Molly for Malifaux. Not really what I wanted to talk about tonight. Tonight, I'm going to try to keep this short and simple, but it's a subject that I've wanted to cover for a while, which is life after 40K. What I have noticed in the gaming community and my personal gaming life after leaving 40K. Now, as far as the community is concerned, what I noticed is fragmentation. You have people that are still loyal to 40K, still playing it. Then the people who have split off. Now, the people who have split off kind of have gone into little sub-factions. War Machine in my area is getting really popular, more so than ever. And then there's these other subgroups of people playing games like Flames of War and semantic games. For me, after I left 40K, I got into Spartan games. Started playing Dystopian Wars. And then I got into Malifaux. And let's see, after that I bought a bunch of standalone games. Now, which was really cool was that in my life I have like 3 basic social circles. I have my immediate family. I have my coworkers and friends who aren't into gaming per se, at least not tabletop gaming. And then I have my regular gaming group. So the cool thing is that I've actually gotten into so many different games that I'm able to play games in all 3 social circles. For starters, my family really likes Super Dungeon Explorer. We've been playing the heck out of that game, which is great because it's something that, as far as gaming, I haven't been able to share that hobby with my daughter. So it's really cool to watch her get into tabletop gaming, and the wife's even getting into it a little bit. The other cool thing that happened was co-workers, friends who aren't into tabletop gaming. I've actually been able to run a few games of Dreadfleet for them, and they really enjoy it. In fact, they asked me to run it more often than I can actually run it, which is really, again, a real plus, because now, there's a new crop of people that have discovered, what this hobby is, and they're looking into getting into other games. Now, for my regular gaming group, we have Malifaux. And the one thing I was worried about when I left 40K was that the one big plus of 40K was that I could take my army into any game store and get in a pickup game. Now with Malifaux growing in popularity, thanks to the work of my brother, who's been recruiting actively, it has not been difficult at all for me to get in a game. And, tournaments and events and everything surrounding Malifaux. So, I took a second to kind of add up what I have invested in all these different games. And it turns out it's about the same price I would have invested in one 40K army. So for the price of one 40K army, I was able to get in several different games, all of which I can play with different people in my different social circles. So for me, it's overall been a positive thing. And so with the rumors of 6th edition coming out, I just don't think I'll be going back to 40K. I think that ship has sailed. And so I guess to sum this all up just real quickly, for me the overall positive is getting to play lots of different games with lots of different people, where 40K just kind of became tiresome after a while. And the main reason I left 40K was I had noticed I was actually changing my playing style because the current edition, plus the armies that I knew I would probably face, almost dictated that I went from a horde-based army to a very fast striking mobile army. And so I had lots of tanks and everything, where I used to love infantry. And so recently there was an opportunity for me to pick up a Vostroyan army, and it was a decent price. It was used army. I started thinking about it. Even if I had bought the army at this really good price, to make it compete in the current rule set, I'd still have to spend like a couple $100. And then I'm thinking, every codex change, every rule change, rule addition, you'd have to keep evolving that army. That's true, all games eventually have to evolve, but when you're investing $400 to $500 in an army, well, that just takes a toll. So with these smaller skirmish games like Malifaux, if I need to adjust, we're talking buying a blister instead of I need 3 manticores, or 3 Russ punishers. So overall, I gotta say, just looking back, this was definitely the right time. It was the right move for me, gaming wise, to quit playing 40K. In fact, now I'm kind of searching the web for the next new game to come out, because especially with buying standalone games, you're not constantly buying models for the same game. you can invest in a new system. And companies have gotten smarter. You know, their price point is reasonable. You know, sometimes your initial investment could be $50, and maybe you won't have to spend any more than that, or maybe the maximum's around 100. So I don't know. I just thought it's been on my mind for a while, and I just figured I would fire up the little webcam and kind of spew it out, and hopefully you guys could tell me, I know a lot of people have stopped playing 40K and gotten into other games, and I just figured if you guys had something to share, by all means, share it. So that's it for me. I'm about to hit the sack, and it is about 12:19 on the West Coast. So that was my thoughts before I went to bed. I'll see you on the next one.